y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer, and this here is a career and money reading for Sun, Moon, Rising sign Pisces. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what's going on here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising sign when it comes to money and career. Okay, so I kind of get the feeling here that you guys may be in a space right now where, right, with the Four of Pentacles here, with being in your blockage, you may be very much holding on to your coin at this time, right? I feel like here with this Knight of Cups, there's some things that you may be wanting to buy, maybe wanting to spend, maybe wanting to kind of explore even, right? Some things you want to do, but you may be kind of holding back here out of fear of possibly, you know, kind of either kind of losing your money, losing your stability. But I feel like, you know, there is this desire to be more open, to be more free when it comes to money. But, you know, you could be in a space either where you kind of, one moment, you know, you may be holding on to your coin. The next moment you may be like, oh, let me just go buy this, you know, you know. And I feel like there's a need here with Temperance here being like more balanced, right? Being more aware of your feelings, right? Because you may be like an emotional spender here where like, if, you know, you're feeling good or if you're not feeling good, you know, you're having like a really good time or a really bad time, you may be like, okay, let me spend some money. And that may be kind of causing you some issues here because you may be spending money when you really should be saving, or when you know, there are other things that you need to be putting your money towards, right? But you may be spending it on what you want and not thinking so much about, you know, your needs at other times. Okay, but let's clarify some things here. So let's clarify the Three of Wands being your driving energy. Yeah, I feel like, you know, some of you may be in a space where like, you know, you may be holding on to your money, right, because of, you know, what's going on here with COVID and everything. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But you know, there's this desire, right, to kind of get out there and to spend some, to spend some money. But you may be holding back, right, to almost kind of like in preparation. And that may be kind of taking a toll on you, making you a bit unhappy here, right? Because there are some things that you want to do, right? Or you may even be in a space where you kind of want to, when it comes to career, you may be wanting to kind of find something that's more stable, more connected to your heart, something that you enjoy doing. But you may be, you know, very much in a space right now where it's like, okay, let me just kind of suffer through this in silence until I'm able to kind of move in the way that I want to. But let's clarify this Three of Wands here. Right, you may be kind of looking for work elsewhere, but really trying to, you know, stay focused on staying grounded, stable at this current time, right? Kind of waiting till the moment is right. Yeah. Yeah. So like you may not be completely happy, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that bad, right? I feel like that's kind of the energy. It's not that bad. Like it's kind of okay. It's kind of like, I don't really want to be here for long, right? But I can kind of suffer through this, and I can make it. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let me know if this is resonating, okay? But let's clarify this Knight of Cups here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you want something here that's, more your speed, that kind of brings you happiness, that brings you fulfillment, that brings you all the things that you want. But at the same time, I feel like, there's this desire to kind of be free, to explore, to be creative, to be open, right? To not be so kind of stifled, right? All right, with the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck, some of you may be in a space where you're kind of, you're just worried, you're focused on your responsibilities, right? But at the same time, you want to eventually be able to move into something that is more heart-centered, something that makes you a little bit happier, right? But at this time, you're kind of holding on to, what's stable, what's working right now until you're able to make a move. Okay? But let's clarify Temperance here as your advice. Yeah, right? If you are in a space where it's like you may be looking for work, or you may not be looking for work, right? Because it kind of looks like you're okay, but you may not be completely happy where you are, right? It's like a need for patience, right? Because things are going to start lining up for you. Just make sure that if you do see something, an opportunity catches your eye that you may want to kind of pursue later on, that you are aware of it, you note it, so that you can kind of prepare yourself to make any changes or make any moves. Yeah, and I feel like if you are in a space right now where you may be feeling like a little bit overwhelmed with work, with what's going on, right? Just make sure that you're asking for help where you need help, that you're not putting too much responsibilities onto your shoulders, but also to know that it's not going to be this hard forever, right? It's not going to be this forever. There is going to be some opening, some things changing, right? It's just kind of a need to kind of stay open, right? But let's clarify the Hermit. So what's waiting for you if you are to take this advice here with this Temperance? The Hermit. For some of you, I do kind of see this as, you may be in a space right now where you don't see yourself taking any action or making any moves, right? But I feel like if you kind of are patient, right, things are going to start opening up. Things are going to start growing, right? Right. I feel like it's a need here for you to kind of focus now on kind of growing your money, growing your wealth. And then once things start opening up, right, the world starts opening up again, to really start kind of making your plans, envisioning what you see for your future, right? Where is it that you want to go going forward, right? What are some things that you want to accomplish? Something, if you are thinking about, moving from this job or moving into another field, what have you, like spend this time, right, kind of a balancing act, right? So like if you're unhappy, I can't even get the words out. Oh my gosh. Right? Because I feel like right now you may be just very focused on staying put, staying grounded, staying where you are, holding on to the stability that you have right here with what, with whatever career path or career goal that you, well, just career that you're in, what job you're in, right? But I feel like at the same time, you may be having your eyes on other things. So it's kind of time for you to, I feel like right now, just focus on, maintaining your security, maintaining and growing your wealth, growing your money, right? Saving your money so that when the time is right, when things start opening up, when there, an opportunity presents itself, you'll be able to kind of make that move. Okay? But I feel like, with this Four of Coins being here in your blockage, right? You may not be saving as much as you could, right? You may be kind of, spending your money on things, to kind of make you feel better. That's kind of like, not saying that you're kind of just spending your money all willy-nilly, but I feel like you're not saving as much as you could, right? And if you kind of focus your attention on kind of growing your wealth, growing your money, growing your stability right here, right now, then you'll feel more secure and able to make any moves going forward. Okay. But let's go ahead and get a message from your spiritual team. So what's the message here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising time. All right. Some of you may be kind of, like I was saying, unhappy where you are. But I feel like it's just a need for patience here, right? Right, and just make sure that you're, pacing yourself, that you're taking the time that you need, right? If you're feeling overwhelmed, make sure you take your breaks, so that you spend your time enjoying, your days off, that kind of thing, right? Or even with the Hermit, it may be time for you to, spend some time alone with yourself, kind of reflecting on, what's working, what isn't, where you kind of see yourself going, and what you can do to get prepared for that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I feel like some of you, you may be like with this Knight of Cups here in a space where you are really wanting to maybe even like I was saying, move into a field where you're able to do what it is that you love in order to make money, right? But I feel like here there may be some a mindset surrounding work, surrounding career that makes you feel like you can't do what you love and make money. And there's a need for you to kind of let go of that mindset. And if you do want to be in a field, or you want to do things, like follow your dreams, or just do whatever, you enjoy doing in order to get your money, you know. I'm sorry. I don't know. The Mercury retrograde must be messing with me. But there's a need for you to kind of let go of this feeling like, you know, it's not possible. You can't make it happen, or you can't have that, right? Because I feel like that's kind of influencing and affecting you at this current time, and making it harder for you to, I feel, kind of get prepared or get ready to branch out and to move into this, I feel like, this new cycle, right? You may be wanting to kind of spread your wings and fly, but you may still be feeling like, you know, it's not possible. I can't make this happen. So you may kind of, like I was saying, you may go to, you know, spending money, like retail therapy, you know, but I feel like it's kind of time for you to kind of let go of this idea that you can't make money doing the things that you love, or doing things that make you happy, right? You may be feeling like, oh, I'll just only have a job where, you know, I'm at a desk and I'm unhappy and da 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 da, that kind of thing, because it's secure, right? But I feel like, you know, the message here is, you know, times are changing. In the past, you know, oftentimes you couldn't really make money doing the things that you love, but, you know, things are changing, things are shifting, and it's kind of time for you to kind of shift as well into a space where, if you want to, you know, start making money, start moving into a field where you feel, you know, happy, where you feel like you enjoy yourself, you enjoy what you're doing, then it's going to be important for you to kind of leave that mindset behind. Okay? But let's see what your spiritual team wants you to focus on in the month of November. Right? And it may be time, like, if you do want to kind of, you know, it may be here with this Queen of Cups, you may be wanting to kind of give your services, or like maybe even go into like the healing practice or anything like that. It's kind of time for you to kind of start getting prepared for that. So like learning, doing what you need to do in order to kind of feel ready to make that move. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I feel like, you know, there with this blossoming abundance here. So we have Angel of Strength, blossoming abundance, man holding a heart. Bottom of the deck, we have woman holding a heart here, right? Things are opening up here. I feel like there is something that you want, right? A dream, a goal, right? Some of you may be wanting to either, you know, move jobs, or move career path, or to start following your dreams. But you may be holding back out of fear that, you know, you'll never make it, or you'll never get there, or you can't make it happen. And it's time for you to kind of let that go, right? And to start preparing yourself for what you want to come in. If you want to start focusing on your dreams, your goals, then it's time for you to start focusing on your dreams and goals, right? Getting prepared for what, you know, the future that you want for yourself, right? If you feel like you don't have enough money, start focusing on saving your money. If you feel like you don't have enough knowledge, or what have you, then it may be time for you to start focusing on getting that knowledge. Okay. But it's kind of time for you to start believing in your ability to create what it is that you want for yourself, and to start putting in the effort necessary to make it happen. All right. And to not kind of like fall into negative habits, or negative thoughts, or negative belief systems about yourself and what you can have in this life, right? But to start shifting and changing them, and opening your awareness, opening your mind to greater possibilities, right? If you want something, you can make it happen, but it's kind of, you have to believe that you can. Okay? But yeah. let's get one more message, and then we're going to get your advice. All right, and we're going to close out this here reading. All right, and some of you, you know, you may be focusing on your current desires, or like your present desires, and letting that kind of get the better of you, right? And maybe even making it harder for you, all right? Because you may be spending money that you shouldn't be spending, all right? But it may be time for you to kind of, you know, whip yourself into shape. Hopefully this is making sense. But let's see what else wants to come out for Pisces. Okay. So we have here Wolf, Ego, and Gaia. Yeah, I feel like some of you may have been in a space, right, where you could even just kind of feel like you're alone, feel like you're kind of doing it all alone. But it's a need for you to realize that you're not, right? And I feel like, you know, you may have even been in a space where, you know, you may have been asking the divine for help, or asking the divine for signs about which way to go or what to do, right? And it's time for you to start trusting your instincts, right? And to trust that what you've been speaking to the universe, to the divine, to God, that it's been heard and you will be provided for, right? But you have to trust in yourself and in the divine. But also, you know, you can't just expect the divine to make everything happen, right? Like this and like that, you know. You have to also be willing to put in the work and to go where you haven't gone before, trusting that you will be provided for. Okay, but let's get your advice here. Right, and listen to the signs, right? Pay attention, be aware of what's going on within you and around you, right? If you've been asking for signs, or if you've been asking for guidance, right? Be open to the guidance, even if it's not what you want to hear. But what's the advice here for Pisces? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. You got 3. So you got here Condor. Look, we got this eagle showing up twice here. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Okay, then we have Humpback Whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Okay, and then we have Gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you may be like in this space where you're trying to kind of do things on your own. You're trying to kind of embark on your own journey to branch out, like I was saying, to kind of like take flight, to maybe even leave the nest here. But you may be kind of listening to your own wisdom and not listening to other people. You may be like very stuck in your head, stuck in your field, stuck in one way of being or one way of doing things, that you're not listening to the messages, the advice that is coming to you from outside of yourself, right? And so just make sure that you're listening to yourself, you're thinking for yourself, but that you're also, spending time being objective, right? Seeing things from a higher perspective and not just focusing on how you feel here and now, but thinking about, the bigger picture, what's going on outside of you, how it's going to affect you and how it's going to affect you in the long run. Okay? All right. Yeah, like don't be too big headed here, right? But don't rush into things. Don't kind of tune people out. Is kind of what I'm getting here. Don't tune people out for like the need to kind of be right or to follow your own drum, but right, make sure that you're spending time like paying attention to what other people are doing, learning from other people, and kind of putting to work or taking bits and pieces from everybody in order to kind of move yourself along in the direction that you feel is best. Okay, but that's all I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading helped you in some way. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.